Hello there and welcome back to Talk of Alabama. I'm in the Mazer kitchen right now with Rebecca Gordon from Buttermilk Lipstick, and today we're making mini Philly cheesesteak sliders, right?
That's right.
Just in time for Super Bowl Sunday, and this is one of my favorites. We already said it before, but I just love it so much.
Well, and this one is really easy. We want something warm from the oven, especially this time of year, and this is something that can be prepped ahead and popped in the oven so that you can watch the game too.
Even better. Okay,
Yes.
where do we start?
Okay, so I've already started by melting a tablespoon of butter in our skillet here, very hot skillet, and then I've gone ahead and started the onions. I'm using one medium onion that's been sliced,
Okay.
and you want that to cook for 4 minutes because you don't want to cook the peppers so much. So
Gotcha.
we've gone about 4 minutes or so on our onions. They're looking great, and so I'm going to turn up the heat a little bit and add a half of a bell pepper that's been sliced. Now, you can use a yellow bell pepper, a green bell pepper, or red bell pepper, whatever you want to use.
Okay.
But a green bell pepper is actually the traditional way to make a Philly cheesesteak.
I was going to say that's what you usually see on it.
Yeah. So we're going to let these go for another 4 minutes, and then these will be ready to top over our sliders. So I want to talk about how we kind of get to that point.
Please do.
Okay, so I've got 16 oval-shaped buns here.
I love
so
those
look,
buns.
little like pigskins or,
Right.
or
Where'd you find
footballs.
those?
I found them at Walmart.
Okay.
Like they're the perfect little shape and size.
Super
and
cute.
then all I've done is taken some cheese slices and sliced them in half, and I'm actually using pepper jack cheese today
Good
to
choice.
get that little spice in there, because that's traditional with a Philly cheesesteak too. We're just going to put it in, like the cheese is going to kind of accomplish that for us.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so I like to go ahead and put half of the cheese slice on the bottom of the bun. Once you add that meat on top and put it in the oven and it cooks, it kind of acts as a barrier to keep the bun from getting soggy.
Okay, perfect. We don't want that.
No, you don't. We don't want any soggy buns.
No, there's nothing worse than that. A soggy, no.
No.
Okay, perfect.
And so what you're going to do is use a little shortcut here. Instead of cooking the beef ahead of time, I'm just going to use really thinly shaved, deli sliced rare roast beef.
Okay.
That way it's not going to get tough, because you know, sometimes you cook it in the skillet and then you put it in the oven and it
it's
gets
too
a little,
much.
yeah, and it's a little tough.
Okay.
So if you use that deli slice, and make sure it's shaved so that it's nice and tender.
Okay.
But you're just going to portion 1 pound over the buns that we have here on our lightly greased baking sheet.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so I'm just going to finish that like so.
I like this shortcut.
Yeah, we're all about some shortcuts. And
Definitely.
like I said, you can make this ahead of time. Go ahead and put the foil over it, and then the day, a Sunday, right before guests come, pop it in the oven and let that cheese melt and let the beef get nice and warm.
Perfect.
And you're kind of ready to go.
Awesome.
So we've got our peppers that are going strong over here. I like to keep the color on those peppers there again, because they are going to cook just a little bit longer in the oven.
Yeah.
And so you don't want them to get, I like to keep the bright color on there.
Agreed.
And I think it's, the green actually adds a nice little gridiron nod to our dish here.
I love it.
Okay, so once this is cooked for about 4 minutes, so this is looking great. I'm gonna take a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, because we know those guys love their Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah.
We're gonna add that to the skillet, and a lot of that liquid is going to evaporate right out of the skillet, and that's what you want. You want a relatively dryish mixture that's going to go over the top of that beef over there in our pan.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so once that's nice and dry, I'm just going to start portioning this out over
Onto
the top.
the sliders, okay.
Right.
And then into the oven? Is
Yeah,
that going
and
to be the
these
next
go
step?
into the oven.
Okay.
We're going to put a little more cheese over the top so
Gotcha.
that bun sticks on the top.
Okay, so the barrier on the bottom and on the top.
Right.
Awesome.
And it kind of keeps it stuck together. And then in the next segment, I'm going to show you how to make a quick sauce to go with this, and a game day snack mix that has a lot of fun football flair in it.
Okay, perfect. You keep working on this. We'll be back with you in a moment, okay?
Sounds great.
Lovely. Well, when we come back, you're going to find out where you can meet Emmy Award-winning poet Hank Stewart. Stay tuned for all the details right here on ABC 3340.